but only one could make it this time. The commentary is by Ger Canning.
There's a new full-back for Kildare this afternoon. That's Cormac Davey from Kilcock. It's an inexperienced half-back line, Duane, Ryan and Wright. Niall Buckley, however, is back in midfield, and Carol O'Dwyer has moved in to full forward. Meath delayed announcing their team until the very last minute. Mind you, there's strength right down the middle of the field. Darren Fay, a formidable full-back. Hank Traynor is at centre-half. Trevor Giles, the captain, is now on the 40, and Graham Geraghty plays at number 14. Off they go. Straight away it's Dermot Early. Back to Niall Buckley. Little ploy they obviously worked on before this match. One contesting the throw-in, one going to pick up the loose ball. So he's in midfield, Dermot Early, and Ronan Sweeney has gone to left half forward. So first line ball of the day here at Croke Park in the senior match. Niall Buckley kicking it in. Man has come back from America in towards Carol O'Dwyer. Well, got the faintest of touches and it's gone for a 45. The game's first. Darren Fay there back minding the house. Niall Buckley's first 45, and he sent this one sailing over the bar. Good start by the Lily Whites. Well, he's a great footballer to be able to bring back into your squad once again. That's 3 goals and 17 points he's scored in all matches. Today playing in his 22nd championship game, and of course a former All-Star back in 1997. Cormac O'Sullivan. Here it comes to Nigel Crawford this time, sending a dangerous ball in there. Meath rampant. Nestor coming onto it, and he's put it over. Nigel Nestor from Blackhall Girls. An instant response then by the men from Meath. A little bit of jostling in midfield already here between Buckley and Nestor. That's Carol O'Dwyer. Comes way out the field, getting away from Evan Kelly. Dropped in dangerously. Bounced away off Paul Shanky. Now Paddy Reynolds. Foul on Trevor Giles. Trevor opting to leave this one to Darren Fay.
Only he, after having a very good look up, looking for Ollie Murphy and Graham Geraghty's run inside. When they weren't running, he just left it.
Bit of strong running here, however. They managed to get it forward through Nigel Crawford. Probing ball inside towards Geraghty. Murphy's about. Back it comes once again to Graham Geraghty. And that's a very, very fine shot indeed. Great point by Graham Geraghty. 2 very useful attacks now by Meath. The first point by Nigel Nestor, the second by Graham Geraghty, and it's 2 points to 1. Loose play. Won back by Evan Kelly. To Ollie Murphy, the danger man. Inside towards Donald Curtis. Back to Murphy. That's a great kick. That's over the bar. Ollie Murphy. First score, first chance. And when Meath get the ball into their forwards, they look really impressive. It's 4-1. And the breeze supporting Kildare for the opening 35 minutes. That's a foul there on Ronan Sweeney. It's taken quickly by Niall Buckley. Very much the leader on the team right now. That's a bad kick by Eddie McCormack. Seized on in there. If it comes back here to McCormack once again. Fists it ahead nicely to Carol O'Dwyer, who in turn fists it over the bar. Played on the 40 in the last match. He's into full forward. He's a real danger to Meath. 4-2. Rather scrappy and scrambled away from John Doyle. Kicked inside by Evan Kelly. Nicely taken by Murphy. Here's another scoring chance. He is lethal. 2 kicks, 2 points for Ollie Murphy. And it is plainly obvious that that Kildare full back line is being sorely tested. As soon as they get the ball out, however, it's coming right back into their faces again. Kelly, outside of the boot. Beautiful pass, but there was a lot of work still to do here. Murphy did it with aplomb. Good play. Here's John Doyle. Just one man forward. That's Pádraig Brennan against Cormac Murphy, and the ball was overhit. This time the kick out drifting well away to the left, and Dermot Early allows it to go out for a sideline ball for Kildare. Buckley. Another huge one in towards Eddie McCormack. This time he breaks it to himself, gets good possession, an angle shot, and that one's gone over the bar. Eddie McCormack from Clane with his first score, narrowing the gap. Now just two between them. Good support play. Leinster goes to ground as it's belted in by Darren Fay. It's a great pass. Good work by the goalkeeper. Geraghty just couldn't take it. It's gone for a 45, but it was a magnificent pass in by Darren Fay. Well, here it is again, the goalkeeper, who's Christy Byrne, of course, coming out here to deny Graham Geraghty. That would have been some score. Kildare fortunate to get it out as far as Mick Wright. Over Trevor Giles' leg he went. Martin Lynch putting in the challenge on Trevor Giles. It comes back once again to Ronan Sweeney. Done by Darren Fay. Played inside to Carol O'Dwyer. Still a lot of work to do if they can turn this into a score. And they can't. And there were players around on the 20-metre line waiting for the pass, which never came in. Donald Curtis. Donald, who works as head greenkeeper in the Navan Golf Club.
That last little cameo play shows everything that's bad about Kildare football. They work it off of about 30 yards, players available, and they kick it into the goalkeeper's hands.
Shanky's pass inside, broken down as far as Graham Geraghty, and that's gone over. It really is the difference between the teams. Simple, effective football, but the emphasis on effective. They're making it count, and they have a lead of 3 points. Brian Lacey. Here's Martin Lynch. Once again it is Brian Lacey. What a run this is. Played inside to Pádraig Brennan, comes back again. He went for it himself and he's put it over the bar. Huge run by Brian Lacey, the right cornerback. That is his first point, I think, ever in championship football. This was a fantastic bit of movement here. Lacey, having started it, was back at the end of the movement again to complete a fine bit of action. Mick Wright, chipping it ahead beautifully to Niall Buckley. Players pursuing him. Paddy Reynolds trying to get in his way. Trevor Giles is back there as well. And the man they call Nuxer has put it over. Niall Buckley's third point. Now they're a bit happier up there on the hill. They're delighted, of course, to have the great man back, and it's 9 points to 8 because Buckley is a great footballer when he's in really top form. Held it up nicely. Nice little chip with the left. Beautifully accurate. The official attendance here, by the way, this afternoon is 45,921, which is a really big crowd. Here's Ollie Murphy, first scoring chance of the second half. Took the solo, looks confident. What a player. Worth paying the admission fee to come in and see him do things like that. Great start to the second half then for Meath. They lead by 2. Out of defence by Niall Buckley this time, as far as Pádraig Brennan. So yet another free kick in this match. Niall Buckley, who once had a spell playing in Australian rules football, as Sean Boylan looks on there with the physio. Michelle Lyons also there on the bench. Buckley. Ronan Sweeney trying to claim it. This time the dithering is being done by Meath. Shake of the head there, but a free because the ball was touched on the ground. Ronan Sweeney plays for Moorfield, and this is a gilt-edged opportunity really, because Pádraig Brennan is only 20 metres out. An easy free. Another point. Pádraig Brennan's second. Well, they both come from frees, so it's very tight once again. Fisted forward by Nigel Crawford, but won back by Niall Buckley, who was anticipating that might happen. Out by Darren Fay, just keeping the flow of the attack away from the Meath goal. Well, they're going to leave this one for Niall Buckley to kick. Been marked by Nigel Nestor. Darren Fay coming out towards it. They all miss it. Brennan. Fay is after him, and the referee said he was pushed in the back. And it's going to be another free in. And Kildare have this opportunity now to draw level. That's two in a row now from Pádraig Brennan, and the teams are level. Kildare have never led in this match, but the teams are level for the first time. 10 points apiece. Great catch. Spills down once more to Niall Buckley. Michael Wright. Held by Cormac Murphy. Again, it's Paul Shanky popping up on the right-hand side. They give it away badly. Brennan looking up. There are support players available. Can Kildare go in front here? They can. Pádraig Brennan has kicked his fourth point. It's taken a long time for them to steal into the lead, all of 45 minutes, but they lead by 11 points to 10. Now it's up to Meath. Fisted back this time by, of all people, Dermot Early. Danger, however, at the other end for the Kildare backs. They work it out here to Ronan Sweeney. And there is a Kildare player down on the ground. I wonder, is it possibly Ken Doyle, who was booked just a little while ago? Paddy Reynolds is the player being spoken to. Yeah, he's got a red card.
He had to go, Ger. They were pulling at each other. He just turned around with his left hand and hit him. He had no choice but to send them off. And just at that minute, he turned around and saw exactly what happened. The two of them were pulling at each other's jerseys. And there it goes.
Yes, the referee had no alternative.
No alternative. In fact, it looked worse from where the referee was standing than the camera angle there. He left the referee with no choice but to send them off.
And the player who was fouled and is still down injured is Ken Doyle.
Ken Doyle was pulling at his jersey as well, actually.
Oh, he's got a yellow card, and that's the second, and he is also sent off. Both teams are down to 14 men.
Yes, I think he made the right decision there as well, Ger, because they were both pulling at each other, and he just turned around and hit him. I think that's a correct decision.
Cormac Murphy, the cornerback. Nestor. Nicely ahead. Now Graham Geraghty in the clear. Can he pop it over the bar? It curls enough, I think. It's over, and the teams are level. This is the second time that the team have been level, and Graham Geraghty has kicked over his third point. Showing good judgment on this occasion, good pace as well, making it 11-11. But it's still anybody's match. Graham Geraghty trying to judge the bounce of the ball here, doing well. belting another one, and that is a great kick. Graham Geraghty with 4. Excellent play indeed by Graham Geraghty against the inexperienced Cormac Davy, and it's 12 points to 11. They tried to burrow their way out there. That's Graham Geraghty getting it back to Nigel Nestor. Swinging around him there was Ronan Sweeney. And the referee says, I think that merits another lecture, and perhaps there'll be another card. There isn't this time. Free taken quickly inside by Trevor Giles, and it runs on here, and there has to be a penalty, surely. And the referee is going to call across here. The goalkeeper, Christy Byrne. Richie Keeley was going through, and a blatant foul by Christy Byrne. Has to be a penalty. Richie Keeley was doing the damage inside, but now Trevor Giles, the captain, with 4 points from 3 so far, up against Christy Byrne. He looks calm. He is calm. 22 minutes into the second half. Trevor Giles increases Meath's advantage. The fans are delighted. This is the incident once again. Christy Byrne bidding for a place in the Irish rugby team next year with the foul, and the penalty was coolly put away.
The Meath are just all over them.
It was won by Nigel Nestor. He was fouled. Trevor Giles in towards Ollie Murphy and put this over the bar. He's got McGee running with him as well. Doesn't need the support player. Ollie Murphy's got 4 points. Well, the inside forward line that started this match today for Meath have contributed a total of 9 points. 4 for Murphy and Geraghty, and 1 of course for Donal Curtis. One here by Killian Brennan. Kicked in by Dermot Early. Fennan taking on Riley. Still tight, Fennan. John Doyle trying to fist it into the back of the net. It went off Hank Traynor, and that's a 45. Buckley dropping it in dangerously. I've got to go back. Killian Brennan, I think, is the one who's got it. Buckley belted it in. A goal with about 4 minutes of normal play to go. Kildare get a lift. They're back in this match. It's 114 to 111. They've still a bit to do. Here comes Ollie Murphy. A lot of work to do yet. There was a very good run inside here, which he spotted. There was an excellent run by Evan Kelly inside, and I think he noted that. You see the player up on the top of the screen. And if Kildare don't get back fast, and if the free was taken quickly, well, they could have been in further trouble. Trevor Giles kicking, and once again putting it over the bar. All of his scores have come from place balls, but he has got a goal and 5 points.
His general play is excellent, sure. He's positioning around the middle of the field, and he never wastes the ball. There was one free he kicked away today, and that's uncharacteristic of him.
Oh, great block down by Nigel Crawford. He's had an excellent match. Really good play. Evan Kelly. Nobody in a particular hurry. That is a cracking point by Evan Kelly, if ever there was a winner. Great play. Never been absolutely certain of his place in this Meath team, but he's kicked them into a 5-point lead. Keeley. And the referee whistles the end of this Leinster semi-final. Kildare go out of the Leinster Championship. They remain in the All-Ireland Series, of course, and in the form Meath are in today, they're going to take some stopping. They are very definitely back, and they have won here at Croke Park, with the final score reading Meath 116, Kildare 111.
I took the chance as well. Great Kildare side. You can easily understand why they were Leinster champions. It's going to be an awful battle for ourselves against Dublin. But today, with the heat, the intense heat that was there, I think both sides showed huge commitment. A lot of flair, a lot of very good scores taken. I know people said there were some terrible mistakes as well. But in 24 or 25 or 26 degrees of heat, and you're running up and down the length of that pitch, these things are going to happen. I just think we made fewer mistakes than they did.
On Meath's display there today, they're going to be a very hard team to beat in the championship. I suppose the penalty changed the game completely, but we were missing too many top-class players. I mean, Glenn Ryan, Anthony Rainbow, Willie McCreary, then Kildare was sent off. Carroll got concussed after about 15 minutes, and he came off. He didn't know where he was at that stage. So, I mean, 5 of our best players were out and gone. So, I mean, and we hadn't just the replacements, well, not of that quality anyway. But overall, I mean, it was a cracking game of football. And I think we learned quite a bit there today about the replacements that we have. So that's going to be very, very important to us. And we hope it will stand to us later on. We have Donegal next Saturday in Newbridge, and we're looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm sure they are, but it was close for most of the way through. Once again, Meath showing the greater ability to finish the stronger.
They deserve to go, and you look at it there, and you look closely at Ken Doyle. I think Ken Doyle, no doubt, elbowed Paddy Reynolds as well, and Paddy can't do that. You just can't do that in a game of Gaelic football, and he deserved a straight red card. I think, Ken Doyle had
man of the match selection. And indeed, our selection from that game was Meath's influential full forward Graham Geraghty, who contributed 4 points at crucial stages to Meath's cause, and he was generally indeed the ideal number 14 target man in their attack. Now, he was also actually a man in a hurry away from Croke Park this evening, heading back to pull a few pints in the Swan Inn. Well, I wonder, was he taking any bets on who might get the Galway Crystal Trophy? Anyway, well done, and our congratulations to Graham. For the meeting of Cork and Clare in the Munster semi-final.